Welcome to Moral Story English. Today, we're sharing a heartwarming story called The Teacher Who Changed a Life. Let's dive in and discover how a little bit of kindness can make a world of difference. In a small, quiet school, there was a young boy named Rith. He was incredibly shy and always chose to sit in the very last row of the classroom, hidden away from everyone else. He never spoke to his classmates and kept his head down, hoping not to be noticed. His days were lonely, filled with silence. One sunny morning, a new teacher, Miss Dara, walked into the classroom. She had a warm smile and kind eyes that seemed to notice everything. As she looked around the room, her gaze fell upon Rith, sitting all by himself in the back corner, a shadow of sadness in his eyes. Miss Dara decided she wanted to help him. The next day, during a reading lesson, she gently called his name. "Rith," she said softly, "would you like to try reading this sentence for the class?" Rith shook his head, his voice barely a whisper. "No, teacher, I can't. I'm not smart enough." Miss Dara walked over to his desk and knelt beside him. She looked at him with genuine belief and said, "That's not true, Rith. You are smart. You are capable. You just need to believe in yourself, and I believe in you." From that day forward, Miss Dara made it her mission to help Rith every afternoon. After the final bell rang and the other students had gone home, she would stay behind with him. She was patient and kind, never once getting frustrated. They started with the basics, one word at a time. "Apple," she would say, pointing to the picture. "APPL," Rith would repeat it, his voice getting a little stronger each day. Weeks turned into a month, and a remarkable change began to happen. Rith started to read. He was slow at first, but with every word he successfully sounded out, a little spark of confidence grew inside him. Soon, the school announced its annual reading competition. The thought of it sent a wave of fear through Rith. He couldn't possibly stand in front of everyone, but Miss Dara saw it as an opportunity. She approached him with an encouraging smile. "Rith, I want you to enter the competition." Rith's eyes widened. "But teacher, I'm afraid. What if I make a mistake? Everyone will laugh at me." Miss Dara placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Courage isn't about not being afraid," she explained. "Courage means trying, even when you are afraid. I'll be right there, cheering for you." The day of the competition arrived. The classroom was buzzing with excitement. When Rith's name was called, his heart pounded in his chest. He walked to the front of the room, his hands trembling as he held the book. He took a deep breath, looked at Miss Dara, who gave him a small, confident nod, and began to read. He read slowly and carefully at first, then with more and more fluency. When he finished the last sentence, the room was silent for a moment, and then it erupted in applause. His classmates were all clapping and cheering for him. Rith looked up, a huge, bright smile spreading across his face for the first time. Miss Dara came over and gave him a hug. "I am so incredibly proud of you, Rith," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "You did it." Years passed. The shy little boy who once hid in the back of the classroom was gone. In his place stood a confident, kind man who had become a teacher himself. He always remembered the lessons Miss Dara taught him, not just from books, but about life. He often told his own students the story of the teacher who changed his life, ending with the words he now lived by. A teacher's kindness can truly change a life. The moral of this story is that a great teacher does more than just teach lessons from a textbook. They build confidence, inspire hope, and show you what you're capable of, even when you can't see it yourself. Thank you for listening to The Teacher Who Changed a Life. If this story inspired you, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Moral Story English for more stories that touch the heart. We'll see you next time.